Hello everybody, welcome to this next video on linear algebra. In this video we are talking about isomorphic vector spaces. So let us see what we know till now. We know that if you have u and v two vector spaces and you have a linear transformation from u to v, which is 1 1 and on to, you have a linear transformation which is 1 1 and on to, then that linear transformation is called an isomorphism. If you look at the literal meaning of isomorphism, it is something related to similarity. Okay, because if there is a 1 1 and on to map, it means that you can associate every element of u with an element of v uniquely. So if you have an element of u here, then correspondingly you have an element of v, unique element. And similarly, if you have another element of u here, correspondingly you have a different element, unique element in v, and so on. And reverse also, if you choose an element here, you have a corresponding element in u. So that is the meaning of similarity. Similarity means there is something similar in both the vector spaces u and v. That is why, and this t is connecting u and v, that is why it is called isomorphism. And if there exists isomorphism between the vector spaces u and v, then we say that u and v are isomorphic vector spaces. Let me write down the formal definition. Two vector spaces u and v are said to be isomorphic. Two vector spaces u and v are said to be isomorphic. If there exists an isomorphism from u to v, you have to find at least one isomorphism. There can be more than one isomorphisms, and if they are isomorphic, then we write it as this. The notation is this. We write u is isomorphic to, this is the notation, this is a symbol for isomorphism, u is isomorphic to v. Right, now we will prove an interesting thing. Suppose you have a v vector space. This is an interesting result. V is a vector space, finite dimensional vector space of dimension p over the field f, then v is isomorphic to p copies of f. So b is isomorphic to fp, where fp is alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha p, where alpha I belongs to R. Right. So what does it mean? It means that this result is very important. You see, if I have these vector spaces, R2 is a vector space, right? This is a vector space having dimension 2. This is x1 comma x2, where I belongs to R. Then I have a vector space which is polynomials of degree less than is equal to 2, that is a0 plus a1 less than equal to 1, a0 plus a1x, where a0 and a1 are real. So this is a vector space P, right? And then you can have another vector space of degree of dimension 1. Let us say you have another vector space of dimension 2. Right, so you have another vector space of dimension 2. So we are trying to say that all these spaces with same dimension, right? So this here is having dimension 2, this here is having dimension 2, this here is having dimension 2, right? Then you can have some function space which is of dimension 2, and so on, right? Everything, all these spaces, they are similar to R2, right? They are similar to R2, they are isomorphic to R2. So you can just study R2, then almost all the properties would be same in these vector spaces. So this result is very important in the sense that you can just study FP field p copies of the field, that is the vector space, right? You can study that vector space, and that will tell you lots of things about all the vector spaces having dimension p. Now let us prove this result. This is quite simple to prove. So this is what I want to prove. I have a vector space of dimension p, and I want to prove this is isomorphic to fp, right? And the vector space is over the field f, right? So v is a vector space of dimension p over the field F. So it means that it's every basis has p elements. Every basis of V has p elements. Let us take one such basis. B is equal to you can call it as V1, V2, Vp as one basis of V. You fix it. You fix this basis. You fix this basis. Fine. Now once you fix this basis, what you do, now you are looking for a map. You are looking for a map from your vector space V to Fp, right, which is linear, 1, 1 and on 2. Right, this is what you are looking for. Now what you do, you take any u in V for any, okay, V will take V in V. This will be linear combination of the elements of the basis. Of the elements of basis. So it means that for any V belongs to V, there exists unique alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n, which are in the field, right? They are in the field. All of these elements are in the, I should not put a bracket. So you have alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n, all the elements are in the field such that V is alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 plus so on alpha n Vn. Now you see this uniqueness is because of the property of the basis. Every base, if you fix a basis, every element in the vector space has a unique representation. This we have already done, right? Okay. So it means that now we clearly see that you can map this, you define TV as alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha p. Okay, there are p elements because we are talking about p dimension, right? So there are p elements. So you have these alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha p. So you define a mapping TV as alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha p, right? Now you define, you have a map T from V to Fp, which is defined as, if you have a V here, then you write it as linear combination of the basis elements, right? And then you collect these coefficients, then you make a pair, put them in brackets. There are p elements, right? And you map it to there. Similarly, if you change the elements, you have W element. Correspondingly, you have another pair, another set, beta 1, beta 2, beta p, and so on, right? Now let us prove that this map is 1, 1, linear and on 2. Let us prove that this map is linear. Map is linear. So for that, you will take T of alpha, you take two elements V1 plus beta V2, right? Now you can do, this is T of, you can write the linear combination of V1 as a linear combination of, no, I cannot use V1 because these are the elements of the basis. I'm sorry for the notation. So you can take any, I'll take alpha into, say, first element I am taking as U plus beta into second element I am taking it as V. Now this is a linear combination of V1, V2, Vp, and this is also a linear combination of V1, V2, Vp. So I am writing alpha, this I am writing as alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 plus so on alpha P Vp, and this I am writing as beta 1 V1 plus beta 2 V2 plus so on beta p Vp. Is that thing clear? What I am doing, I am writing this element and this element as linear combinations of V1, V2, Vp, because both these are elements of V and this is a basis. So now this is equal to T of, you write it as one element. This is alpha 1 plus beta 1 into V1, right? Plus alpha 2 plus beta 2 into V2 plus so on alpha p beta p into Vp and so on, right? Okay, now you see these are the coefficients of this particular element, right? So these are the coefficient, and according to the definition, this will be mapped to alpha 1 plus beta 1 comma alpha 2 plus beta 2 comma so on alpha p plus beta p, right? Now you can just this is by definition this is alpha, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha p plus beta, beta 1, beta 2, beta p. Right, now what is this? This is T of u. And what is this? This is T of v. So you get T of alpha u plus beta v is alpha into Tu plus beta into Tv. So this implies T is a linear map. Now you need to prove that T is 1, 1. To prove that T is 1, 1, what you will do, you will take T of u is equal to T of v, say. So it implies T of alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus so on alpha p bp is equal to T of, say you have alpha beta 1 v1 plus beta 2 v2 plus so on beta p vp. Now by definition this is alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha p. This is equal to, here you have this beta 1 beta 2 beta p. Now by definition two these n tuples will be equal if and only if each component is equal. So this implies alpha 1 is your beta 1, alpha 2 is your beta 2, alpha p is your beta p. So if the components are equal, these are the coefficients of the bases. So if these are equal, this implies alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus so on alpha p bp is equal to beta 1 v1 plus beta 2 v2 plus so on beta p vp. So this implies u is equal to v. So you get that whenever Tu is equal to Tv, you get u is equal to v. It implies T is a 1, 1 map. Right. Now to prove that T is onto, that is very simple. What you can do, you can just take, you want to prove that T is onto, and this is the situation. Here is your Fp, here is your V. So you have alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha p here corresponding to each alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha p in Fp. You have basis is fixed, right? You have alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus so on alpha p bp. This is an element of v, right? Belongs to v, call it v, such that T of v is your alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha p. Therefore T is onto. So you get that every p dimensional vector space is isomorphic to Fp, right, where F is a field over which your V is a vector space. So this is an important result in mathematics which is useful in many situations. Thank you for watching this video. Please do share and subscribe to this channel for more videos. Thank you.